guys, my name's Pascal and this is my partner Lua.
Hello.
So this is just an introduction to our YouTube channel. I've been wanting to make one for a while. I wanted to post my van adventures on YouTube. At the moment I've posted a series on TikTok and I've done a couple of videos of some places that we have been in the van. So the van that we have is a Fiat Doblo. It is a high top and I think it's the cargo. It's a two-seater and it's a 2013 van. I did the conversion myself. I bought it in March of 2024 and I finished it about midway through August or early August, to be honest. Yeah.
So lately we've been living on and off in the van, always doing a couple of days and then with like a week apart. So our plan now will be to at some point take the van down to Europe, because that's where I'm based. I'm based in the south of Portugal, while Pascal is based here in the UK. What else should I talk about?
So you'll see in the video all the basics of the van, but I'll just run you through what we have and what we don't have, because we're in a small van, so we're very limited on space here. But we've done quite well, I think. Especially
it does work, yeah.
With you helping me making some changes, because actually after I finished converting it I had to do a lot of changes because it was just not functional.
Not a lot of changes, just a few little ways to make everyday life easier.
But they do feel like major changes. Anyway, so what we have is we have a sink with running water. We've got a 10-litre water tank and a 10-litre grey waste tank. We've got 2 leisure batteries, which are a total of 180 amp hours. We've got a diesel heater, which we actually got it fitted in November because we went on a trip and we realized that, we were not going to survive in like -3-degree weather in North Wales.
That was around end of November?
Yeah.
Around November, so it was working fine without the heater till then. But after one night of like -1-2 degrees, we just could not do it anymore. And now it's been easy.
With nice. The heater, it seriously makes a big change. I think I forgot to say a few things. So we've got a fridge, which I think it's a 16-litre fridge. It is a fridge. It looks like a cool box, but it's a compressor fridge, so it just kicks on every now and then and it drains nothing from the battery. On the roof we've got one solar panel, that's all we could fit, which is 120 watts, and in summer that is great, but in winter that is rubbish. So realised that, and then I originally had another way of charging the leisure batteries, which was through a voltage sensitive relay, and it just was not charging my batteries above like 13.6 volts, and I've got AGM batteries, so they need to be charged 14 and above, like I think 14.5 volts or something. So I had to make the investment and I bought a DC to DC charger, Victron, game changer. Now our batteries are always topped up, even in winter. So the conversion, have I spoken about that yet?
I'll just speak about it and then we cut it out if you don't.
Okay, so the conversion, I did this all myself. It took me a long time. I was working through most of it. So it was on my weekends or when I got back from work at about 6 p.m. that I would go work on the van and do stuff. I'm also like the worst person at working on a project, so I like start one thing and then like I'm like doing the next thing on the conversion. So like I was trying to do multiple things at once, and was getting distracted and like having to rebuy stuff, and it was disorganized, but we got there in the end. I did the electrics myself as well, which was very scary at first, but I realized that actually this is definitely possible.
So it is possible for one person to do a conversion on their own, and if you guys have any questions or would like us, or especially you because you built the van, to talk more about specific things that we do not cover in this video, then don't hesitate in asking or DMing or how do people are commenting on the video.
I think that's the way we go on YouTube. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm gonna attach some clips now showing you the van, some other things like some preparation for planning on going to Europe soon, which we really hope that we will be able to do sometime at the end of January or February. And then I'll probably show you a little bit of one of my favorite places that we went to today, because I'm actually recording this after we've been there. So yeah, just stick around, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye!
So unfortunately, my microphone audio from these clips were not usable, so I'll have to do a voiceover. So we went to the Seven Sisters Cliffs. This is probably my favourite place, or one of my favourite places in England. There are 7 cliffs of chalk that hang really high above the ocean, and it's just a really scenic spot. So the first time I actually came here many years ago, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember there being a river that wide. Like, I swear I remember just walking across it or like jumping across it, but I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong on that, if the opening has widened or not. Lots of chalk down on the beach, so we decided to see if we could find some fossils in any. But anyway, we'll take you back to the van now, because I want to give you a van tour of our microvan, Digi. Annoyingly, got the same problem, I've lost all the audio for these, so I will have to voice over. So in this van, we've got 4 lights here. They're LEDs and they're dimmable by holding them. And it's nice to have them in different places in the van, but to be honest, we definitely probably didn't need 4. Probably one of my favorite features is this worktop that I made. I picked up a sycamore slab. Apparently it's one of the best ones that you can use for counters because of its antibacterial properties. And so I spent a long time sanding that down, and then I stained it with Danish oil quite a few times, and yeah, I just think it came out amazing. The grain in it is so nice and the color is amazing, and I just love the bark. So we did a food shop before we came here, and now Lua is just putting that away. So underneath our kitchen we've got a lot of storage under there, so I recently added that top shelf there actually, because we didn't have it and everything was just piling up in that cupboard, and it was just really stressful to find things, so that helps, and all our cans can go on top of there. And then in this cupboard, this is where all the water is, so we've got our 10-litre fresh water on the right, and then on the left we've got the grey water where the waste from the sink comes into. These are really easy, you can just take them out because they're at the back of the van. The only downside in the small van is that at 10 litres does run out quite quickly, but that's alright. So here this was like the last thing I did on the van, so I got really lazy at this point and I just bought these cheap sticky tile things, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't look very good, does it? I also added in these strips here because that wasn't originally in there when I finished the conversion, but we're just having problems with finding spices, so to be able to have our spices there is really good. I put this rod up here to keep kitchen roll, and if we have like damp cloths or kitchen towels, we can hang them on there, and just other things. So under the bed, the shelves under here are also new. So this is my side, this is where I keep my clothes and just some other things of mine. And then on the other side is Lua's, who hasn't unpacked their bag yet, but that's where it goes. And then you can see the little ducking where the heat comes out for the diesel heater, because the diesel heater is just by next to that white crate. I got these prints in a charity shop. The van is very orange, and I love orange and the warm colours, but I thought putting these prints up might make it a little nicer. Behind the bed as well, we've also got some more storage, which I just keep books that I'll probably never read. And then if we take a look from the outside, You can see the doors, we've got more shelves in there. Again, having a small van, having a lot of shelves is really important. We've got this table here, which I love to do cooking on outside. Keeps all the moisture outside the van and try and maintain the smells. We've got these wind deflectors that I fitted as well so that we could reduce condensation buildup inside when we're sleeping. And then to access the fridge, you've got to come around the van and open the other side door. And here's Lua just putting in the refrigerated stuff from our food shop. Nothing too interesting there, just some veggies. And yeah, so that comprises that. I did forget to show you another unique feature. So I built this little shelf underneath there for board games to go. And the plan is that we just have like one game for like a month that we might play, and then we just donate it to charity. We also have the carbon monoxide alarm, which maybe I should move that. I put it there because the light on it was kind of annoying, and that's also where our rocker panel sits. Now, if we come over to the other sliding door, this is my favorite part of the van. So I did this electrical stuff all myself. So we've got the DC to DC charger there, which takes power to the leisure battery from the alternator. We've got the isolator switch and the charge controller for the solar, and we've got a 375 inverter. And that's everything that we need. And now we're preparing a bit to go to Europe. So finally, my Critter sticker came from France. Instructions were a little confusing. It took me a while to open this and it's all in French, but figured it out anyway that it's actually just a piece of paper with a sticky side on it, which is not what I was expecting. So I originally put it here, but then I realized that it might fail the MOT if it's within a certain distance of the swiper movement pattern. So I've actually now moved that up top where the swiper doesn't cover all of it. But that was just where I put it in the video because the French government do say that it needs to go there. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That comprises my tour of Digi, our van, and we'll see you in the next video.